Welcome to another Wealth Coffee Chats. Marvellous Monday. Hope you're well, folks, wherever you are. If you think it's Get Rich Quick, you're in the wrong place. This is the wrong podcast. This is the wrong live for you. Welcome to another Wealth Coffee Chat. Hope you're all awesome and well. Yeah, good morning, everyone. Morning. Yeah, happy Valentine's indeed, James. Hopefully you got something organised out there, folks. But if not, maybe you can have a happy Valentine's with us here on Wealth Coffee Chats this morning. Anyway, there you go. Hope you're all awesome and well, folks. Good to see you on. Got a few of the early birds or the late night owls. Kevin, mate, all the way from Florida, as always. Good to see you, buddy. Chris is in the house as well. Morning, Chris. Brad's here. How are you, mate? James, how are you, pal? And Jeff. Awesome to have you here, folks. Great to see you this morning. While things are warming up, I'll do the quick intros. As you guys know, usually we do the intros about the show, Wealth Coffee Chats, every day, 10 past 8. Make sure you put it in your reminders or something like that. Sign up for those alerts, folks. The alerts. I think most reliable YouTube, not too bad. Talk about reliable. It'll be handy to have the internet be reliable. Hopefully it's going to hold up today, folks. And morning, Beck. Morning to you. Good to see you here. Welcome along. Fantastic to have you here. Alex is here too. That's great. We've got plenty of regulars in the house, which is awesome. Jason Witten's my name. Most of you know that already, though. But if you don't, then there you do. You know, now you know. There, where is it? There, on the screen. If you're new, hello, welcome. Fabulous to have you here. Let us know in the chat if you can. Give us a shout out. Say hello. Fritz, morning, mate. We're catching up this morning. Looking forward to having a chat, mate. And Facebook user behind the veil. Good to see you, whoever that is. There you go. Well, let's get into it this morning, folks. Got a fair bit I want to sort of talk about and go through as we've been going through the high-level conversations about property investing, resetting our goals, looking at our strategies, and making sure we're in the right place for this year. And today I want to talk about income. Yesterday, if you didn't jump on the live yesterday, we talked about the 4 quadrants of property investing, or basically the 4 quadrants of investing, what you need to sort of appreciate and understand as an investor as we go along. But today I'm going to deep dive into the income side of the equation, folks. Income is, let's face it, the number one driver for most of us as property investors. In the early days, in the first 5 to 7 properties, income is the driver for acquisition. Income. You have to be able to borrow money because most of us aren't sitting on a big pile of cash under our pillow or our bed, are we? All right. and the ability to borrow using our income is vitally important. Next, very closely, is the deposits you have, but we'll talk about that at another time. But income, let's talk about income. Not all income is created equal, folks, in the eyes of the banks and the lenders. Well, what do you mean by that, Jason? Well, let's talk about income and what that means. Let's get you playing along in the chat if you've got the ability to put some stuff in the chat. What are the three types of incomes that, in general, that most of us will maybe use or have as part of our approach to borrowing in the future? Now, usually it's two of these things for everyone, but there's three types of incomes out there. In general, this is just broad terms for it. What do you guys think that might be? Three types of income. And tell me, chuck it in the chat. PAYG, business investment. Boom, Chris, all over it like a Queenslander over a cold ice cream, a cold beer on a hot day. Is that right? Legally legal borrowed. Oh, actually, that's not bad, Jeff. I might use that one day. Actually, that's a good spin on it, right? I love it, mate. I love it. All right, job, PAYG, pay as you go. All right, most of us are in that space. Most of my clients and customers that I've helped over the last 21 years in this game, 70, 80% are job PAYG, right? Business. It could be self-employed. It could be all sorts of stuff, but that's a broad term. Business income. You own a business and you might get profits. You might get director's drawings, and you might get a bunch of other things, okay, when it comes to the world of income. Your business produces some momentum, and then you can benefit from that. That's one of the reasons I love business owners when it comes to the world of investing. There's a downside to being a business owner when your business isn't going so great. The world's shit when it comes to borrowing, and shit's an understatement, right? But when the world's going well and your business runs well, it accelerate, catapult you very fast into the future. PAYG jobs are very stable and consistent, and they're less volatile when it comes to income terms. Okay, so job income, business income, and then investment income. You buy some investments of some description. It doesn't matter what it is, whether it's property, whether it's shares, whether it's whatever, an income. Now, something that doesn't pay you an income, let's say gold, well, that's not what we're talking about, right? That asset is only purchased for growth, or really it's a hedge against currency, but we won't talk about that. So income, job, business, investments. Those three incomes are the most common when we are dealt with. Now, here's the magic question. This is the magic question. Are they all equal in the eyes of the lenders? Folks, in the terms of borrowing, what happens in this space, right? Are they all equal? Well, income, in the terms of our conversation today, equals borrowing power, ability to service debt, okay? That's what we're talking about, folks. 99% of our conversations as investors is talking about how can we get the most out of, our incomes, and which one of these incomes are the most important. All right. Now we've got a spammer here today. Anyway, there you go. Block user on Facebook, and then add the block list on Restream chat. Anyway, there's a few scammers out there, so got rid of him. Okay, so income, job, business, investments, which ones are more important? Right, folks, so tell me right now in the chat, Tell me in the chat, are all job incomes created equal? Okay, put in the chat for me. Anyone know kind of like the styles of job incomes that we might be able to get? Now this is, you know, it's a big question, but I'll try and crunch it into things. Right. So if you are full-time employed, then by and large, the lenders will take 100% of your income into the world of servicing. All right. So full-time employed, past your what is it called, the probation date or whatever. Yeah, let's just say you've been at this job for a few years and it's full-time employed. Full-time number one. Exactly, Chris. Exactly. So full-time employed number one. Now it's the easiest income. All the lenders understand it. I don't understand why they don't understand the other incomes, but you know that's a conversation for another damn day. So full-time, 100%. It's the Ridgy Didge. I've got my best mate, Duncan. He is a serial entrepreneur, very good at being an entrepreneur, creates quite a lot of income from a couple of his businesses. But he came to me many years ago and said, hey, listen, I want to build my property portfolio and I want to build it fast. He and I are buddies from climbing. We literally started climbing together as climbing partners 27 years ago, right? So anyway, he said, right, I'm ready. He's a bit younger than me. He's 10 years younger than me. And he's like, I'm ready. I want to do it. And I said, well, listen, we can do it the slow way or we could do it the fast way. Which would you like to do it? And he goes, I want to do it the fast way. And I said, listen, dude, you're a very employable person and you could get paid a lot having a full-time job. Go get a full-time job and we'll get you your properties in a flash. He'd saved up some money over time as well. So he went and got a full-time job and then, you know, we've been able to get him 7 properties in 4 years. Boom, you know, his portfolio's done really well, right? So full-time job, banks love it. Business income, not so much, okay? If it's not consistent, your business income not consistent, your up and down, your profits up and down, you know, you don't have some money this month, you got 10 grand, next month you get nothing, right? That is, that's not so great. Okay, part-time, all of those sorts of things are less, okay? And, you know, in percentage terms, the banks like part-time or okay? Now, it looks like the damn internet's dropped out again, folks. So hopefully this is still popping along and we're all still here. We shall see. Yeah, bit disappointed. Honest. Let's see if we can make this work. Right. All right, let's see. Let's see if I've transferred over to the 5G. I wonder if that's any better. Let's see if it happens. Let me know in the chat, folks, if you're still there. We'll see if this gets going on. Quick hello to Scott as well. Hey, mate, how are you? Good to see you, Scott. Scott's there. Anyway, I think it'll be recorded and uploaded later, but it's good to get your interaction when you can, but the old internet's not playing along with me today. But anyway, let's keep going. Right, business income. If you're doing profits or director's drawings or loans or stuff like that, the bank doesn't love it, folks. They don't love it. And how long, if you're there in the chat right now, how long do you have to have a certain amount of profits or drawings? Like, talk to me. Oh, thanks, Brad. Talk to me about the time frame, because basically, if you are PAYG, it's instant, day one, instant. You come in and go, I have a job. I've been there past my probation date. Instantly, that income is taken 100%. Now, profits, director's drawings. How long, and I'm going to say how many years, put it in the chat. Yeah, boom, there you go, Brian. You're right. What a bunch of shit, right? It drives me insane, this rubbish. Yep. Boom, exactly, Chris. 2 years of profits before you even look at it, right? Before they even look at it. So, folks, are these things considered equal? The answer is no. They're not considered instant to our borrowing and serving power. Now, some banks will take, a little bit, maybe 1 year. Macquarie does some things with 1 year and BAS statements, but they'll only maximum lend 80%, and then others will do some other stuff, right? But they're not all created equal. You could have a year's worth of cracking income, and you go, right, let's go, and it won't help. What a pain in the ass that is. It's just a joke. But that's the way it is. You can't change it, but you have to work with it. You have to navigate it, folks, as we go, right? Along we go. And investments, this is the amazing one. Tell me, what percentage of income will they, is it 100? Let's just say an investment property, folks, just a simple investment property. Put it in the chat. Is it always 100% of the income they'll put towards servicing? And anyway, that's a trick question. It gives it away, isn't it? The answer is no. These cheeky pricks, right? They'll go, oh, we'll only allow, 80% of the income. Yep, 75% of the income. What a bunch of shit. Like, it drives me insane. Anyway, this is the game we play, folks. This is the game we play. Some lenders will allow 100%. Some will allow 70%. Some will allow 80%. Some will add back the depreciation. Some won't even pay any attention to it. Right? It's a pain. So set between 70 and 100% of the income of that income might go towards your ability to service. All right. So not all income is created equal, ladies and gents. Not all income is created equal. Okay. So for us as investors, we've got to think about the two things. 50 weeks that they want a vacancy rate and all that sort of stuff. I'm like, well, hang on, piss off. Anyway. It is a bit annoying, but it is what it is, and you've got to understand and manage this as an investor, right? Okay, there's two things in this game when it comes to the world of income and ultimately the ability to service and borrow more money, folks. You've got to get your income up 100%, no matter where you are right now. If you can get your income up, team, that allows you to borrow, buy a better property, and continue to move forward, right? Income up, whatever it is. What is the thing for you? Is it a pay rise? Yeah, that's right, Jeff. The tax man taxes you on 100% of your income, but the bank will only allow 70% of it to count. What a bunch of shit. Yeah, exactly. So get your income up best you can. Pay rises, job promotions, whatever it is. How's this shit though? You go and do overtime, right? You go do overtime on your regular job and earn more money, and the bank will go, oh, no, we won't take that. We won't take that. And you're like, what? Anyway, don't get me started. All right. And you need to get for the short term, your income up and maybe your expenses down. Now, the expenses don't count as much, folks. But, some expenses that do count, that will make a big difference. Put them in the chat. What are the expenses that most people have got to eliminate as quick as you can if you're starting out in investing? What are the 2 or 3 high-level expenses that if you eliminate these, then it'll help immensely. Your cost of living. Yeah, boom, credit card, you're dead right. Bad debt, Beck. Any bad debt, which includes credit cards, cut them up, folks. Get rid of them. They are the crack cocaine to your borrowing problems. You don't need them. Get rid of them. Yep. Car loans, school fees. Don't lease a car. Yeah, you're dead right. Listen, folks, I'm telling you right now, don't lease a car. Save up money and buy a $15,000 car with cash rather than, buying a a $60,000 car and putting it on a lease. Now, I'm not telling you how to live your life. Sometimes we say, well, stuff it. You know, kids are expensive. You're dead right, James. You're dead right. You know, if you want something and you've got a certain amount of money to go around, you want to buy another investment, sometimes the expenses have to be rationalized. Yep. Charge card. Boom, Brad. Exactly. All right. Now, the expenses don't move the needle as like massively, but they bloody help. You know, a credit card, a car loan, and let's say a HECS debt, folks, which is pretty normal. A young person coming out of life, you know, car loan, HECS debt, and a credit card. No wonder you can't buy a damn property, folks. So get rid of those things. Anyway, those things are super impactful. Super impactful, okay, as we go. So manage those, but let's have a quick look. I'll do a quick share screen here. This is an interesting one. This is our calculator we chuck in and, you know, put in here. So let's go and do this. Let's go $100,000, right? So, and this has nothing. This has got no expenses in and stuff like that, folks. So just, you know, take this with a pinch of salt at this moment. So in here, it says, look, it says like $1 million, you know. What's the difference? This blows me away. Look at this, ladies and gents. This is the stuff where you go, if you went to the Commonwealth Bank, and let's say this was all ridgy-didge, you went to the Commonwealth Bank, they go, oh, mate, get yourself a $600,000 loan. But if you qualified with NAB or Advantage, it's $1 million. That's the difference in who you take your income to. Can you guys see that? Let me know. You know, the difference between a $600,000 property and $1 million property is significant, folks, with the same income. Now, this is like if you got to have the deposit and all this other stuff, right? But this is the thing, right? This is the thing. Now, let's go down here and say, all right, well, you got, you know, you get yourself a $20,000 pay rise. You know, what does that do in the world of borrowing? Boom, $20,000, folks. Listen, 20 grand in income is $200,000 worth of borrowing, okay? Or thereabouts, depending on your expenses and your costs, okay? So don't underestimate how powerful that stuff is, team, all right? If you dropped your credit card, got rid of the $10,000, and then you added $20,000 of pay rise, then your ability to purchase and borrow accelerates exponentially, team, significantly, okay? So that's the sort of stuff when it comes to income. And check out the incomes that are accessible in some way here, right? Base, second job, casual, commissions, overtime. See, they're different. They're not the same, right? So down here, it's different, and they'll have a little notes here you can put in and have a, you know, allowances, bonus. So if you get a bonus, that's not directly the same. You know, foreign income, investment income, interest income, annuities, you know, carers income, government pensions, others, tax, whatever, you know, et cetera, et cetera. Yeah. Brad, this is a tool. This is a tool that we have as lenders, as brokers. So this is our positive money calculation tool. So we use this when you're using the team at Positive Money. They use this tool to help understand and find out which one of these lenders are going to be right for you. Okay, as you go. You know, check this out. If you're with CommBank, if you're with ANZ, you get 600 grand. But if you're with NAB, you get $1 million. That's $400,000 difference. Crazy. Anyway, there you go, folks. Wealth Coffee Chat done for today. Not all income is created equal. Okay, not all income is created equal. You, as an investor, need to make sure you get the income up and the right income's up. Manage those expenses and use the income with the right lender folks, the right lender, the right bank for you. Okay, that's why you got to have a great set of experts in the broking and finance field to get the most out of where you're at. Okay, the most out of where you're at. All right, folks, hopefully that was useful today. Wealth Coffee Chat done and dusted for today. Happy Valentine's for those who joined a bit late. Hope you've got something lined up for today. Have a nice time. Even if you don't believe in the commercial thing, you got to believe in love, don't you? A little bit anyway. All right, I'm a big softie. I'm a big romantic. All right, folks, that's it. Wealth Coffee Chat's done and dusted. Make sure you leave us a comment in the chat if you want me to have a conversation about anything in the future. Let me know. Tomorrow, the next couple of days, we're going to talk about this, right? So we did income today. Tomorrow, we're going to do assets. We're going to dive into, are all assets created equal, folks? And as an investor, how does it work? What's the best way to go about it? Anyway, that's it from me, folks. Thanks for joining. Take care. See you tomorrow. Bye for now.